Whoa! What is that? Look at that!
On Google Maps.
Hell no. What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be watching terrifying sea creatures that actually exist. Let's get into it, y'all.
Is without a doubt the scariest place on Earth. 95% of it is unexplored. So it's no surprise
I would
that
never
every year
in my life
terrifying creatures are discovered
and
caught on camera. Welcome back, Charlie here. Today we'll look at the most terrifying creatures living in our seas. From a jellyfish that makes you want to end your own life,
creepy, honestly,
to humanoid creatures scientists can't explain.
Like, why is y'all down there, bro?
The scary sea creature we'll look at is
it's the reason why we can't breathe down there.
Ninjins are found in Japanese and sub-Antarctic oceans. They are aquatic humanoids, but resemble a whale. Ninjins are very rare. Over the years, there have been many hoax sightings.
Why the hell do one of them look like a
Japanese
human?
whale researchers caught the most convincing Ninjin video ever. The video was filmed in Arctic waters and comes from the Japanese Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology. The camera clearly shows a large creature with rounded features.
Hold on, y'all. Let me turn off these captions. Get these captions out the way. There we go.
It has an ominous smile and two large glowing white eyes.
Smile is crazy.
At first, some said this may have been a new species of whale, but according to marine biologists, no species of whale looks like this. Meaning that this is likely the closest humans have ever got to a ninjin. Ninjins do look ominous, but
it looks like
they're
an alien
nothing compared to this tiny jellyfish. If you thought sea creatures had to be gigantic to be scary, then think again.
No,
Many
it's a
have gone
jellyfish,
as far as
so.
to say this jellyfish is the scariest animal on the planet. The
you don't
reason
get
why
shocked.
is because it can make you suicidal. The Irukandji jellyfish is found in, you guessed it, Australia.
What?
If you're stung by one of these, then it won't hurt
Look how little that little bitty thing is.
much. But it will leave you with an impending sense of doom. And it will also make you want to end your own life for up to 2 weeks. People stung by the Irukandji jellyfish have ended their own lives. The jellyfish is only 1 centimeter in diameter. And in my opinion, that's what makes it so scary. If you got stung by one of these, you may not even know. Just imagine how many people have
you would just
their own
randomly
lives
start
and
having
not even
thoughts
known that a jellyfish is to
unaliving
blame.
yourself. That's
Even
crazy.
though the Irukandji jellyfish is the most venomous
Well, how
thing
would
on
you
the
even
planet,
know that you
many
got
people
stung by
don't
this
ever
thing,
see
man?
it coming.
How would you
Its
even know?
venom is 100 times worse than a cobra snake, and 1,000 times worse than a tarantula's. Some people have survived these stings, but looking at their scars makes me never want to go in the sea again. I think if I ever go to Australia, I will avoid the beach. This jellyfish affects the human body very fast. Sometimes people are swimming and are stung by this jellyfish. They then lose control of their body and sink underwater, drowning. I think it's safe to say this animal is pretty OP. It's almost like it was uniquely designed to make humans' lives a living hell. But I think this next sea creature may inflict even more pain.
What is
Meet
that?
the tongue-eating louse. This underwater creature really is the stuff of nightmares. This underwater parasite eats its prey's tongue. But here's where it gets weird. After eating its prey's tongue, it then takes the place of its prey's tongue. It literally lives in its victims' mouths, eating all of their food. This thing really seems like a sci-fi monster. It is found off the coast of California all the way down to the coast of Ecuador.
Eat the whole fish?
They're also found in the Atlantic Ocean too.
Inside out?
Just imagine having a tongue with eyes and legs. The scary thing is, tongue-eating louse do this multiple times. Once their host dies, they find a new victim, and they then become that victim's tongue. Now, let's move on to a legendary scary creature found in the waters of Japan. What is it about Japan and creepy things in their seas? This is known as an umibozu. Umibozu meaning sea monk. That's because these creatures are gigantic and hairless like a monk. They are totally black with humanoid or snake-like limbs. They have been sighted by many fishermen over the years, and they're said to sometimes capsize ships. Some believe that umibozos are simply gigantic squids.
I don't know if I
many
believe this
Japanese
one.
fishermen swear that what they saw were not squids. Umibozos are said to be much larger and stronger. Some have even compared these to Cthulhu.
If this is
that
real,
is a mythical gigantic squid which capsizes ships. But if you thought
being in the waters
were the
of
scariest
Japan.
underwater humanoids, then you'd be wrong. Take a look at this video taken from inside a submarine.
Okay.
The submarine was lurking below the
actual
Greenland Sea. The crew is looking at a school of fish above them,
Okay,
but
this is
behind
the
them
old footage.
there is a much rarer, scarier creature.
What was that?
As you can see, a large, webbed hand slams onto the submarine's window. The hand seems to be roughly 5 times larger than a human hand, but has 5 fingers, suggesting this may be a humanoid of some sort. The humanoid creature then seems to swim away, leaving the submarine crew absolutely stunned and scared. You might have missed it, but there is one frame where the creature's head can be seen.
Mermaids?
Using AI, I've enhanced this so we can get a better look. It does not look like any sea creature I know, but let me know what you think in the comments below. But whatever this is, it's far from the only unidentified creature living in our waters. Just take a look at this very mysterious footage of a disc in the water. This was recorded by Thomas Wall. He is audibly confused as he sees a large breathing disc.
I think it's alive.
What is a disc?
But I don't know what it is.
This was filmed in Godbridge, Ontario, Canada. Apparently, this is near a local nuclear power plant. So maybe this is some kind of mutant fish or sea animal. It definitely does seem to be breathing, suggesting this is alive.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that is.
I'm not sure the round mass does not move. Maybe it was not able to, or perhaps it's simply not scared. What do you think?
Why don't y'all get in the water and check it out?
Now let's move on to a terrifying sea creature we do know a lot about. This is the lancet fish. The lancet fish is also known as the handsaw fish. They're very rare and live in the ocean. But in 2014, one of these fish washed up in North Carolina. These fish are gigantic with massive fangs to match. The scary thing about lancet fish is they hunt other lancet fish. They're known for taking the lives of their brothers, sisters, cousins, and even parents. This cannibal fish is very dangerous to humans too. Finally, let's look at a very scary sea mystery. That is the mystery of Crabzilla. In 2014, sightings of a 15-meter giant crab were recorded in the UK. It was apparently seen in Whitstable off the Kent coast.
That thing was
Some
huge.
boys who were crabbing reported it, and the giant crab was even reportedly seen on Google Maps. This was reported by lots of newspapers at the time, but to this day the verdict is still out. The crab is no longer there
what
in
happens
person,
when it tries
but
to
satellite images do appear to match the reports
get on the land,
was made. What do you think?
Look.
Is Crabzilla real or not? But
I don't know.
Now it's time for you to make your voice heard.
I don't
Comment
know.
below.
But alright y'all, that was terrifying sea creatures that actually exist. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like down below. And if you want to see more content from me, subscribe to my channel and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.